I'm going to be doing a little work on a phone here today. It's an iPhone 4. I just got some parts in 2 days ahead of when I was expecting to see them shipped from UPS. So I'm going to get busy on this, and I think I should be able to get it done here in probably about 45 minutes. I'm going to do a segmented video to kind of step-by-step it and really break down the process of how to fix a cracked iPhone screen. I'm also going to be replacing a faulty power button. It's just a small little piece like this. I'm kind of worried about this ribbon wire and some of the things I got to get to deep inside the phone, but I'm going to take it slow and have a little fun. I'm going to start off by unpackaging the pieces I was shipped, and then I'm just going to go ahead and take the back off of the phone, and I'll point that out as I get to it. I've removed the two screws down here at the bottom. Just pop the top off. That's what it's going to end up being on there when we finish up. We're going to have a whole lot of digging to do from here. Now that the back's off, we're going to take the screw off right here. It's the battery cover screw. It's located right next to the battery on the bottom of the phone. I've disconnected the battery now, and I've taken this small tab out from right here. Make sure you don't lose this. Use a flathead screwdriver to take the battery out now. Just pry very carefully. There's a series of screws on the front side of this. There's two here, and then there's a couple up here that I'm going to take off to get at these panels. I've got the two covers off now, here and here, and I'm going to start disconnecting the different cables. With the housing covers off, I've popped up all the ribbon wire tops, and I've removed the camera there in the top corner. I've disconnected the lower wire and pushed it out of the way. It's stuck on there pretty good, so just work very slowly and pry gently. I'm going to then take the antenna off here. It's right here. With the antenna off, I've taken the two screws holding the speaker on right out of the bottom, and also pried it out gently as it is stuck in with the worst adhesive tape. Several small screws later, I've got the motherboard out, working very gently and carefully again. There's some things on here that are extremely fragile. Were really difficult to see that they even were connected, so I just had to take my time and make sure I didn't screw up the components, but that's like the whole phone right there. Very pretty. Just gonna set that aside and get back to this. And down on each one of the corners, just in the side here, is a screw, and we're going to take all 4 of those out from each side. Now that we've got one of many of the other screws we're going to be taking off, we're going to attack the 3 screws on either side. I'd like to add a little note that when you're taking these 6 screws out of the sides, that they have little washers on them too, and just be careful not to lose those. Now that those screws have been removed, you can actually pry or push through at the tabs that you removed the screws from to push the display away from the frame if you're worried about scratching it. I've pulled the ribbon wire through the phone, and I've detached the We've got our power button disconnected, and we're going to go ahead and start rebuilding. Now that I've got the phone ready to go, we've got the home button on, and I've prepped the LCD. It's time to form this Voltron. Finally got the LCD there screwed back onto the phone, and I'm starting to understand what it feels like to be a Chinese assembly line worker. My neck hurts. After a substantial amount of screwing, it is finally done, and I'm pretty sure I won't ever do that again because it's extremely difficult. But it's back together now, and this is what it looks like.